All right, I'm back. The Pistons trading Luke Kennard and getting Saddiq Bey. I'm back as a Piston fan. Talk about everything after the Killian pick. All right, I'm gonna try to be nice. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Check me out on Sportscastr. All my live streams there. If you don't find them here, just in case we lose live streaming here, you can find me at Sportscastr. The link's in the description, or go to sportscastr.com, CASTR.com, and you can follow me at Goodfellas Sports over there. All my live streams go there. So it's a new good platform. They got scoreboards for your live streaming needs and everything. But yeah, I mean, the Isiah Stewart, I don't know much about him. He reminds me of Justin Patton, the guy that could pass, heavier. He a little heavier probably, but could score. And like I said before, him going with Christian Wood, I don't see it. He's skillful guy, hustle guy. Maybe he can play like a Memento core role off the bench, but you draft an undersized big fella. I mean, guy's gonna be able to shoot over time. I don't know, a lot of people don't like the pick. I don't know the kid, so I can't speak on him. So Tyrese Maxey was there, should have took him. He went to Philly. It's a great pick for Philly. Him to go next to Ben Simmons is ideal. So I can't speak on Isiah Stewart. He's 6'9". It seemed like he got a block game. He could pass it, but I just didn't. I didn't like the first two picks. I'm gonna be honest. I scouted Killian Hayes. I didn't think nothing of him. I seen a whole bunch of guys in the first round that was better than him. I could be wrong, but like I said, he can't lay up with his right hand. I just didn't get the pick. I honestly just tired of seeing the Pistons make mistake after mistake after mistake. Isiah Stewart, if he was 7 foot, I would have understood it, but 6'9". And then don't forget you traded a future first rounder to get that guy. Saddiq Bey was a fucking phenomenal pick. All them teams that passed him up, that's a good pick for them. That's a guy that's probably gonna be rookie of the year if they let him play. And historically, the Pistons really don't let rookies play unless it's dire need or they get injuries. But phenomenal pick. Everything. If Killian flop, Isiah Stewart flop, at least they got him. All right. And I'm gonna say this about Troy Weaver. They say, he drafted all these guys. Westbrook was his claim to fame. KD, that wasn't a hard pick. James Harden wasn't a hard pick. Like, outside of them, who did he draft there? Steven Adams, okay. Ibaka, all right. Like, he was at the top of the draft with Oklahoma City Thunder. So, to me, it's just the same old, man. Just give me the job. I could do better than him. But Saddiq Bey, he redeemed himself. Saddiq Bey, a guy who can post, who can shoot, who can score. Best pick they had in the last, sheesh. That's the best pick they had in forever. I can't even think of the last picks they had. Diambo seemed to be a good pick besides him, but yeah, it's a good pick, man. Only pick in the draft that I approve of. I can't say much on Isiah Stewart. I don't know much about him, but his dimensions. See, Ben Wallace was what, 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". Charles Barkley was like 6'6". The difference with those guys, Ben Wallace wasn't just overweight. He was strong. He was defensive, and Charles Barkley was a freak of nature. And shout out to Isaac Okoro today. He's the first one and done, I think, to come out of Auburn and go and get drafted. So he's the first one and done in Auburn history. So Bruce Pearl doing amazing down there. But he's a interesting guy to look at, Isiah Stewart, man. But to be honest, man, I just look at the Pistons. How I look at it now, it's really Diambo. If they could, it's Diambo and Wood. Everybody talking about Killian Hayes, man, and I just don't see it, man. I don't care how hard the motherfucker work. If he work hard, he'll have a right hand. I just don't like him. I don't like. I'm usually right on guys, man, but that just messed my whole draft. But you know what made my whole draft? What made my day is when they traded Luke Kennard. I was so sorry. I was so happy that Luke Kennard got traded. He was sorry. He was never healthy. He wasn't sorry. Let me take that back. When he was healthy, he was a phenomenal player. He could score in a variety of ways. He can score. He can shoot. He can get off the dribble, finish at the bucket. Like only way he couldn't score is a butter rim. When he was healthy, he was a phenomenal basketball player, phenomenal scorer. He can facilitate. So, excuse me, the Clippers, if they can keep him healthy, they got a good ball player. But he was just tired of the Derrick Roses, the Blake Griffins, he was just tired of injury-prone players that came in Detroit. That's my whole thing. I was just tired of seeing so many guys come in here and have talent and never, really the injuries holding them back. And don't forget, you still got Sidney Malachi as well too. He may not be as gifted scorer, but he can shoot. So, Saddiq Bey and the Luke Kennard trade was the best trade, but I can't really believe he took Killian Hayes. I would have rather had R.J. Hampton. I couldn't believe he took him, man. I know Detroit is French. The word Detroit is actually French. But damn, we got 2 French players on the team. So, I'm on record, I do not like Killian Hayes. For me to say I like Killian Hayes, for a 7 pick, he gonna have to turn out to be. He gonna have to be Dennis Rodman. He gonna have to be like phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to be Isiah Thomas. I'm saying Grant Hill. If he anything less than that, if he Andre Drummond or less, Greg Monroe less, Brandon Knight or less, I'm gonna cream him every time. I'm gonna cream his name so bad he ain't gonna never want to come back to Detroit. And if Troy Weaver don't do better, I'm gonna run him out of town. Seriously, man. He already messed up by keeping Dwayne Casey. But Saddiq Bey is a phenomenal player. He's my favorite player in the draft. Right up there, Maxey and Kira Lewis. And, just to see them not take Kira Lewis, I didn't understand that, bro. I didn't understand what they see in Killian Hayes, man. I didn't understand it, bro. I know he's born in Florida, grew up in and then also this, I peeped this out, man. I ain't being racist or nothing, but he probably gonna be racist. But I ain't never seen this many Africans in the draft, bro. Africa, the continent of Africa, have taken over the NBA. They have so many African dudes with lineage and, so many African, Nigerian. I forget where everybody come from, bro. I walked back in the door from making a run. Somebody else from Africa got drafted. So shout out to the great continent, the motherland, Africa, for having so many tremendous NBA players. And they've had some tremendous NFL players, man. So the continent of Africa, the motherland, is definitely, producing great athletes and, man, just tremendous, tremendous ballers, man. But I was so happy. I was jubilee when Luke Kennard got traded. When they said Luke Kennard, I was like, whoa, they did something right. Now we're waiting for D Rose to get traded. I was happy when I almost went to Holy Spirit. Doom, doom. I was happy. I was like, you know what? I'm almost ready to come back to be a Piston fan. Then they said, oh, Saddiq Bey. I was like, all right. But I'm still better than Troy Weaver as an executive. I don't care what they say. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. And I'm going to prove it with this draft. I would have preferred him taking them. People was just so high. Oh, Killian, and everybody know that no basketball. He trash. I just think sometimes Matt Millen, Luwan Mayhew, Stan Van Gundy, now Troy Weaver, I think they just sit here to sabotage Detroit sports. I really do, man. I just look at the picks like Isaiah Stewart. Like, this dude is 6'9". I don't know his arm length. Big fella. Who he gonna guard in the league? See, when you come here in Detroit, with Jack McCloskey set the standard. You got to be a defender when you come to Detroit. You got to be, and right now we ain't got too many good defenders. Christian Wood can't defend. I'm not sure about Isaiah Stewart. Killian Hayes, I don't know. Come on. I just ain't sure about this roster. I'm prepared for another 10 years of hardship. Seriously. I'm prepared for another 10 years of hardship as a Piston fan. You know what I'm saying? And then they whole mantra is retooling, not rebuilding. I don't like the coach. I don't like the owner. Ever since Bill Davidson died and they sold the team, that's been our curse. I don't like the GM today. You did some good thing. You still on my bad side, bro. So we'll see. You know what? I'm gonna say something that's gonna shock some people. I'd rather have Andre Drummond after looking at this draft. To be honest, I'd rather have Andre Drummond here still. You looking at this draft, man? I'd rather have Andre Drummond. I miss Andre Drummond. After looking at Killian, I trade Killian, Isiah Stewart for Drummond. I miss Drummond. After looking at this draft, I miss Drummond. We should have kept Drummond. We should have. Look, I do not like the first 2 picks in this draft. I would have kept Drummond, man. Honestly, Drummond, you want to come back, man, but I don't like the trade, like Saddiq Bey, everything else about the draft. I hated it. And I look forward to another 10 years. I don't think Troy Weaver know how to draft. I really look at it again. Just my opinion, man. But yeah, shout out to Killian Hayes for messing up the franchise. Shout out to Isiah Stewart. I can't say nothing bad about you. I don't know. But wish you the best of luck, Luke Kennard, and LA. You gave us a ton of memories in Detroit. Sitting on that bench with a suit on. More injured than healthy. Shout out to Luke Kennard for the great memories, bro. You know, another bad pick. Could have had Donovan Mitchell. But shout out to Luke Kennard. Shout out to Isiah Stewart. Killian Hayes. And Saddiq Bey. Salute. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links is in the description. You can reach me out. Twitter the fastest. If you got a business question, inquiry, you want to advertise, you can reach me there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Cash App in the description. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. I'm back. The Luke Kennard trade and Saddiq Bey trade did it for me. But I appreciate you guys. One time for the one time we gone.